back to my channel. Hope you're doing well today. Well, this is kind of like an update video. I made a video of red beans and rice when it was the Wednesday. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I forgot. But I've used the slow cooker method on my Instant Pot, and I put a big old ham hock in there. Put too much water. Had to cook it down. So this time we're going to do it with the Instant Pot with the pressure cooker method. And this is what I'm going to be using. It's a Cajun product. Of course, you can use any beans you want. I have black beans. Really, what I wanted were lima beans, but my Kroger was out of them, believe it or not. Sometimes, if I am getting over a sickness or something, I feel like, you know, chicken soup is also good. But I feel like sometimes lima beans or any kind of beans, it just kind of strengthens me and gives me a little energy. And I also need to clean out my freezer. I have, I don't know if anybody's like me, but I've been so unorganized lately. I buy ingredients all the time, and then I end up throwing them in the freezer. My freezer's so full. So anyway, it's kind of like clean out the freezer, I'm going to throw everything in these beans. And these are Cajun beans. They come with a seasoning packet. They're fat-free, all natural, and it's reduced sodium, which I've been trying to reduce my sodium. These are a very good product. I've used them before. I've never used them in the Instant Pot, so let's hope that I get the exact time. I'm getting better with the water measurement versus the beans. So I chopped a bunch of vegetables, and Ella's gone, so I feel like I should do a cook with me video, kind of, because I can talk to you guys, and it'll be a lot of fun. So I hope you're not bored with another Instant Pot recipe. I hope you enjoy them. It's just, to me, a miracle worker. I just love it. So let's get started, and I'll show you what I have prepared so far. Here's the Instant Pot. It's a 6-quart. I'm going to turn it on saute. Now, you can also just throw everything in here, then put it on. I'm going to do it differently today. I'm going to put it on saute and have it on high. I already have some chopped onion, and this is a mixture of red and yellow. I won't be using all of this, but I like to make a little extra for my next recipes. And here's some celery that I needed to use up. Now, I also need to dehydrate some more celery, but my dehydrator's in a bad place. Here's my garlic. You know, I always say like I like to store it in this drawer, but anyway, you might have a better system. This is some smoked tasso ham. This is like one of my favorite products to use in beans. It's a little expensive, so I use it as a seasoning, and I use, you know, like half per batch of beans. Let's put some olive oil in here because we're gonna saute a little bit before we start. What else do I have? Oh, you know, I always use the resort sausage. You could totally make this meatless, but I like to eat this as a meal, and for some reason I think I have it as meat. This is some resort sausage that I have left over from a last recipe I made. And this is from Market Basket. Let me show you a link. Now this is I'm not going to use all of this because this is a very smoked green onion pork sausage. It's delicious, but I don't like my beans extremely smoky, so I'll probably use one of these or this one. I see I have two, and I'll probably put the other one in the freezer. Yeah, a lot of my beans are usually my go-to, but I love red beans too. The only problem with that is Ella doesn't love them. But whatever I don't use, I can freeze for that recipe. So let's just throw some. Let's do the celery first. I need to use this celery, and it's gonna completely get softened in the pressure cooker. You know what? I forgot to get a spoon. So I hope I don't talk your head off on this video because you know, sometimes it's just fun to talk to people when you have no one else to talk to. So that's about. We like a lot of onion. I used about half of that. And I'm going to just move that around. My hands are clean, by the way. So let me get this started and get my spoon ready, and I will come back. There you go. So I'm going to start browning this a little bit, and we'll move on to the next. It's a little unusual. I probably did this backwards, but these have a nice smell to them, and the Instant Pot is hot, so you might want to be careful when you do this. I'm going to take some of this out. I usually put my sausage separate. I brown it and then add it to the beans after they're cooked. But with this sausage, it's a little tougher, and you don't want to get your Instant Pot dirty. I'm OCD about that. So let's add just a touch more oil. And we're gonna throw in that smoked green onion sausage, and I only used 1 link, and I only used about 2 ounces of the tasso. My favorite is the reshort sausage, but I'm trying something different this time. So I'm gonna cut up just a tiny bit of the reshorts. The reshorts is a little salty. I really have been trying to watch my sodium lately. It's really hard. The beans also have a seasoning pack with them. I'm sorry if you can't see me. I'm just doing it really fast. I like to have a lot of meat in the beans. All right. Once I can the tomatoes, I'm going to have way more in my freezer. I'm going to give these, because this sausage is tighter and tougher, it's going to be fine pressure cooked. It's going to make it actually a little bit more tender. I'm just going to give this a little bit of color, not much, and measure out my water, and then I will be back. I wanted to show you, see, I got a little bit of color at the bottom of the Instant Pot. A little bit of fat things up. The tasso has no fat. The green smoked green onion sausage doesn't have much, and the reshort has a little bit, but I did add a tiny bit of olive oil. So I'm going to take my vegetables and pour them back in. And look, I've put so many, but look how they wilted already. Let me know in the comments what you guys have been cooking. I need some, I really love chicken the best, and I keep researching recipes. Everything I want to make is always Mexican. Or grilled chicken, I love that. My husband bought a new grill, and I just need to learn how to work it, because I find that grilled, boneless, skinless chicken breasts, they just agree with me the most. So now, this is the little seasoning pack it comes with, and I'll let you know all the flavors that come in here. I'm not sure if I'm going to put all of it, but let me open this up, and we're going to add some garlic. It smells so good, right? I could just eat this right now. So I'll put the vegetables back in to get a little of the fond off the bottom of the pot. And you cannot forget garlic. You know, to be honest with you, you could make this pack with the seasoning pack and be done. But it has ingredients are red kidney beans, salt, bell pepper, onions, celery, spices, and seasonings. And it's Cajun spices. The next ones I'm going to try, I was going to try them tonight, but I changed my mind, are the Cajun pinto beans. I've never made those. I think it's going to be so much fun. Just add a little bit of garlic. This is a lot. So, and I'm also cooking some rice, because I have to have rice with this. And that's about, you know, we like 4 cloves. So, let me stir it again. I'm going to start with, that looks really good already. I just, and these freeze so well. And my husband loves these. And it's nice to have something in the freezer for when he comes home and I don't want to cook. So I think that's good. We have everything we need. So let's add the beans. Next, let's add the seasoning first. And this is what it looks like. You can see the onion flakes, the bell pepper flakes. I skipped the bell pepper because this has it in it, but I have some in the freezer. So we're going to add that. And then we're going to add our beans. And I just looked through the beans. I didn't see any bad ones. I trust that packaging. I told you before, it's my uncle's company, or it was. I think he sold it. I'm not sure. It's still the same product. They're delicious. This is 4 cups of water. I think I'm going to add 1 more cup. Then we're going to give it a stir. I don't want them to come out really, really watery. Let's try to scrape off that brown stuff at the bottom, because that's the best part. It's going to be, I'm not going to add any seasonings until they're cooked. Now, you know, I was going to add the pickled, these are so good. The pickled jalapenos I just did a video on, I could eat these out of the jar. They're just a little spicy. Oh, but I'm going to put them on the top of my beans and rice. But I think for sake, we should add 1 more cup. Let's add 1 more cup. I think my magic secret is 6 cups. And I learned from Noreen's Kitchen that you add a tablespoon of vegetable oil, or something about they'll boil over. I hope that's not too much water. You can always cook it down, but who has time for that, you know? So let's just add a tablespoon of oil. This is canola oil. You can put whatever oil you want. Yeah, I learned that from Noreen's Kitchen. You know, I'm not even sure how long I'm going to cook these. Like I said, this is like cook with me video. Oh my gosh, those jalapenos are so delicious. I can eat them out of the jar like pickles. Love it. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Let's add a little black pepper. We want these hot. Oh, and once they're cooked, we will be adding hot sauce. So, let's put the lid on. If I can find it, I lost it. Here it is. And on the stove, these will take quite a while. The Instant Pot is just like, I just love it so much. Let's put it on sealing. And I'm going to cancel the saute. See, the saute goes on for 30 minutes. I didn't even make the 30 minutes. So, it does it really quickly. You have to press off. I would show you, but I've shown you before, and I'm sure you've seen plenty of Instant Pot videos. I'm going to press bean chili, and it says 15 minutes, so we have to up that time. And we're going to do, let's try 40 minutes, because we want them soft and creamy. So, let's say a prayer and hope they come out, and I'll see you when they beat. It's cooking. I thought I have to tell you there's something that really goes with red beans and rice is cornbread. Well, I think I totally fibbed to you. I'm gonna make a box of this. I'm gonna add a little bit of cheese that I need to use up because I really don't like this kind of cheese anymore. I like to grate my own. And I'm gonna put a little bit of these, the ones I made. I'm gonna chop them up and put them in this Jiffy box. And I always add, the secret is a little tiny bit of melted butter. So I think I'm going to make muffins, I've got a cheap muffin pan here. I'm going to preheat my oven to 375 convection. If you're baking Jiffy, you want to put it at 400. Anyway, I just thought, I guess let's open it up together. Like, I'm a little afraid, but I'll let it sit for a few minutes. I don't know if 40 minutes is enough time, to be honest with you, but we're going to check it out and see. Because we don't want them to be, you know, hard. You should see my cornbread muffins. I overfilled the muffin pans and they're like really, really fluffy. They're gonna be so spicy. I can't get enough of those pickled jalapenos. They're just so good. I eat them out the jar. My mouth's on fire. Well, I'll come back when this comes down from pressure. I should have opened it by myself, but you know, I'm just. Oh, look at that. They look pretty good. I like to open it with you guys because I never know what's gonna happen. And I like you to either, you know what? Don't know. I can tell by the way. Let's check one. Oh, they're soft. They're soft. Now, if you want to, you can make them creamier. You can simmer them a little bit. Let's check another one. We gotta make sure they're really soft. I like them really soft. And I probably could have gone with a little bit less water, but I'm learning as I go. And I think I'm gonna simmer it for just a minute. Even though this juice is probably outstanding. If you like a lot of rice and gravy, you know, this would be perfect for you. Let's taste the seasoning too while we're here. Let me get a little spoon. I didn't add anything but that little packet, by the way, and a little black pepper. So let me just take a little taste. I always burn myself. Oh my goodness. You know what? The sausage adds so much flavor and salt. It doesn't need anything else. So let's simmer it for just a minute. And you don't have to do that. And it's probably kind of late for me to do this. It won't take long to simmer this because what you do is you just take some beans and you put them in a cup and you mash them and you pour them back in and it just thickens. Look, it's already simmering. So this is not going to take long. Let me simmer this for a little while and then I'll bring you back and show you what I do next. So you have to be careful not to burn them because beans will scorch. I just took some and well, I don't know if this is going to work for sure, but I think it will. And I'm just mashing them. I have a little bit of sausage in here. I didn't mean to grab that, but I'm just going to try to mash them and then I'm going to just pour them back in. And I think that'll do it. But that's going to be just right, I believe. think it's already thickening a little bit. Because you want a little bit of juice. If you eat it with rice or cornbread, you know, you have to have a little juice. I think that's just right for me. See how it's getting a little bit creamier? Just a little thicker. That's all you have to do. So I won't burn them, I'm going to turn it off. Cancel. And I think that's going to be just right. It smells so wonderful. You know what? Oh, I forgot parsley. Use this dried parsley. Just make plain red beans and make chili or whatever you want. But this is just like I like. I like this amount of sausage and a little bit of tasso for flavor. I think it's going to be really good. And the spices that come in the Raging Cajun packs are just right. I mean, I added the onions, the celery, the garlic, a little bit of black pepper, and that's it in the seasoning pack. And I think they're just right. So let me check the rice and I'll show you the muffins in a second. Hold on. The little muffins I made, they're not that pretty, and this one actually broke, but I put that cheese in there, and I put jalapenos on the inside and on the outside. But I like the Jiffy because it's a little bit sweet, and I like to add the salty cheese with it, and it's so good in the bean juice. Anyway, I use buttermilk instead of milk, but so now I have to do the taste test, so I'll be right back. Well, I'll just step a cornbread muffin right on the top. I want you to be able to get a good close-up. I'm not very good with the camera. That's why Ella is like, she just helps me so much. But I like the cornbread with the juice on it, and I put that cheese and those peppers in there. And, you know, Jiffy is pretty good. I need to make I did, you know, by the way, I have a video of cheese and sausage, and I forgot what else I put in that cornbread, but it's homemade, and it's delicious. It's one of my earlier videos. It didn't have much reviews, but my mother taught me how to make that Mexican cornbread. This is very hot, and I cannot eat all of this. You could so eat this without rice. I don't know if I ever mentioned it, but I use medium grain rice. A lot of people from Louisiana use long grain rice, but I like medium. It doesn't matter really. I just like to share things with you. So let's see. Oh my gosh, I love the juiciness. This is like food that's going to give you energy, make you feel better. I just think beans are just so good for you. And I didn't add any extra salt. They could use a little bit, but I'm not going to put it in because they're just fine. Look, here's a little piece of tasso. I'll just eat the whole bowl and talk to you guys. This Instant Pot, I'll tell you what. 40 minutes. It took me, what, about 10 minutes to saute this stuff, and you don't even have to do that. I think browning the sausage a little bit and getting that fun on the bottom of that pot definitely added flavor in. The pressure cooker did not disintegrate the sausage. It's still very much intact, if you can see that Cajun sausage. And I like the variety I used. Okay. Very good. I'm going to do the Instant Pot version, not the slow cooker version, because the Instant Pot's my favorite. I hope you enjoy the recipe. Hope you enjoy the video. I noticed when I am looking at the camera, I don't look at the camera, I look all over. I apologize for that. I'm still learning. But I have so much fun with you guys. I thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and you're just so kind to me, and I really appreciate you. And I hope you try this recipe. Hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.